Hey, YouTube family. Welcome to Jacquie with a Q. How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's doing well, and I hope you're making it happen for yourself, okay? That's important. Make it happen for yourself. So anyway, y'all, I had to come on here real quick because there's a lot of stuff going on out here in the world, right? Got to talk about it. I'm going to be talking about it. Got to talk about it. It's too much. It's just too much. It's unbelievable. Like 2020 has really been something else, y'all, right? Really been something else. So anyway, before I get started, I want you guys to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And make sure you drop down in the description box so that you can see all of my social media platforms, right? Anyway, y'all, we got to talk about all this shit going on. I've been watching reality TV since it's been out, 10, 15 years, however long it's been out, right? But I have never, ever seen the shenanigans that I'm seeing now on Real Housewives of Potomac, and it has dispersed out into the world. Never seen that before in my life. Usually just stay contained, in the little reality world. This shit done went too far. That's why I gotta talk about it. Done went too far, right? Y'all done took it all the way to the Churchhouse, right? Also, let me just say this, y'all. Before I get really started with the mess, let me just pay respect where respect is due, right? Today is Cicely Tyson's birthday. Beautiful black queen who paved the way for a lot of black actresses, right? And today is her birthday, and she's turning 96 years old today. And I was asked earlier in the day, because she's played in a lot of movies, a lot of everything, right? I was asked earlier what was my favorite movie of hers. And unless you 50 over, you might not remember this movie because it came out long ago. But it was called The Autobiography of Jane Pittman. And she played Jane Pittman. And when I tell you, I don't know if she's in her 30s or 40s, I don't know how old she was. They had her looking so old. The theatrics was so phenomenal. And I remember we was talking about, I want to say I was still in school when that came out. I can't remember. But it's a very old movie, but it's a good movie. It's about, I haven't seen it in a while. I'm going to say it's about slavery. It had to be, right? But it's called The Autobiography of Jane Pittman. So if you ever get a chance, when you look it on TV or something, it's a good movie. Check it out. I might watch it tonight just to see. I'm going to see if I can find it on Amazon. But anyway, today is her birthday. So we're going to say happy birthday to Miss Cicely Tyson. She is the grandmother of the world. And we have to pay respect where respect is due. And she still look good at 96, okay? But anyway, now that we've got all the preliminaries out of the way, we can start with the mess, right? And let me tell y'all something. I've been writing and taking notes and writing because I cannot believe the bullshit that's going on, right? Now let me tell y'all something. Oh, by the way, so this is, I had her on, this is my girl right here. This is a new girl. I had her on when I did the reunion of Real Housewives of Potomac. But I forgot to tell you her name. I names my girls, right? I names my girls. They got their own little area in the room, right? So this is Chanelica. All right? Say it with me. Chanelica, right? And we're going to call her She for short. You can't remember Chanelica? See, Chanelica is Bougetto, right? She got 2-3 parts bougie and 2-3 parts sometime, depending on the day it is, what the parts are, of ghetto, right? Chanelica, a.k.a. She, right? So, when y'all see me with her on, know that I'm going to be acting a little uppity. I'm going to be acting a little funny, all right? Okay, so anyway, y'all, let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something. I looked this up, right? Because there's nothing like a fall from grace, right? I fell a time or two, right? Not on this level, not on this big of a scale for the world to see, but I have had a fall or two, right? And it's different when we got social media now. So things are different, right? You make one bad step, the whole world will see it, right? And the whole world will have an opinion on it, such as myself, right? Now, this thing with Jamal Bryant. Now, I'm going to tell you my opinion, and I'm going to tell you what he did. My opinion is he should have not said anything. Nothing. First of all, this has turned into a debacle, right? Debacle, right? And I looked up some words, synonyms for debacle: fiasco, catastrophic properties, disaster. That's what this has become, a debacle, right? And a man of God is supposed to be reverent, right? Reverent meaning silent. Now I looked that up too, because I know what it means, but I just wanted to, discuss it with you guys. A solemn process, right? That means, in layman's terms, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Now, me being a church girl, there's all type of folks, because pastors are human, they're men, they're human, right? Now, a really good pastor is not going to put himself in a situation. He's not going to put himself in a funky situation, period. Just not going to do it. My pastor at home, and shout out to my church, Everlasting Baptist Church, on Eddie Road in St. Clair in Cleveland, Ohio. He will tell you he ain't going to no parties, he ain't doing this, he ain't doing that. Why? Because he don't want to be put in a position, in an uncompromising position. You know what I mean? So when you are a man of God, there's certain things that you just can't do. Now, before this even happened, and I saw the photo of him smoking hookah, I had two questions. Like, first of all, where the fuck you at? Second of all, who the fuck took the picture? Third of all, how did it get out? Like, you can do whatever you want to do in the privacy of your home, because you're human, right? Certain shit is just a bad look. And I thought the pastor smoking hookah was a bad look, because it didn't look like he was at home. Maybe he was, but why are you taking pictures? Why did you take pictures of it, right? Okay, y'all, just excuse my little napkin. I'm acting like Candace now with my little tissue, because my allergies is kicking up, But anyway, so that was a couple weeks ago I saw that picture, and I thought, how you see something, you're like, didn't think nothing too much on it, but I did get a right? So now, we all know that Monique let out, she had her binder, she let out all the shit, she called the man's number out, she did talk to the man, the woman that the man was messing with. See, I'm going to call him the man, right? Because he was preacher man. He ain't preacher man right now. You know what I'm saying? Because let me tell y'all something. I've been following Jamal. I've been watching him on TV and YouTube and stuff for years. He's one of my go-to guys. Him, T. Jakes, Noel Jones, Floyd Flake, and some more of them, right? I've been watching Jamal. I record him sometime, make sure because they come on at weird times, right? So Sundays I watch him. I think he come on late or something, I don't know. But anyway, I held him in high regard. For one, he speaks the word. Now, he has a tone to his voice. I don't know what you call it, but it makes you hear him, right? So, he makes for a good preacher, right? Well, so he gets on, and I just happen to be up this night because I can't, some nights I just really can't sleep, right? And I just happen to be up this night, so I'm roaming around on YouTube, and this other blogger had a, breaking news, so to speak, right? About Jamal Bryant and his clapback to Monique. Now then, first of all, that right there, you should have said nothing. You should have said a thing. First of all, you're a man. Second of all, you're a man of God. You shouldn't have said nothing. You know what I'm saying? The beef is between your whatever she is, your ex-wife, and another female. Stay out of it, right? Okay, so he says a lot of things. Now, first of all, because I got him numbered, because I couldn't believe that he was saying this, right? He was making veiled threats. Anybody, you didn't even have to be from the streets to understand what he was saying, right? And even though he was saying it in the name of the Lord, and it was saying it sort of reverently, he had turned into a gangster right before our eyes, right? And one of the things he said was, I live in Atlanta, but I'm from Baltimore. What? Whoa, what? What? I couldn't believe he said it, right? He said it with a straight face and with his posture up. Anybody know what that means? Like, you can get it. That's how I took it, right? Then he said, you all, now this was the one that I thought was, ooh, he shouldn't have said that. It was cringeworthy. He said, you all got my phone number, but I got your address. Ooh, what pastor says that? What? Are you threatening me? Now then. So I'm thinking that you got some little baby gangster somewhere. You know, you got a crew, like, you got a super deacon board somewhere. Like, I was like, what? Did he say that? And then, to top it all off, he had a binder. You know, like, you know, he been doing research too, right? You know, I'm telling y'all, this shit that got so crazy. He had the binder, but the binder was upside down. Like, nigga, come on, you doing some nigga shit. He was really doing some nigga shit. And it wasn't holy nigga shit. This was just straight nigga shit, right? That's why I got on my Bugetto shishi, right? Chanelica, okay? Chanelica, all right? I could not believe that he was saying all those things. Now, he was saying all that stuff, right? He was saying a lot of stuff. Now, let me see, I broke it down in the now, this was some bad, and I don't know where this goes legally, but he was implying that Chris is abusive to Monique. Now, anybody know, you know, you don't know what goes on in people's house, but anybody know you looking at Chris, he's just a big old teddy bear, right? As big a man as he is, what do he look like whooping on her? But I don't believe it anyway. I just don't believe it. But the fact that he said it, right? He said it. You know, he implied it. He implied it, right? And he implied that, now we're going to see the reunion tomorrow, but he implied that, you know, he got aggressive with the ladies, you know, at the reunion, on the second part of the reunion. But I'm going to say this. Me and my man, we a team. I don't have one, but if I got one, we a team, right? And if I feel like he's being hurt, and I'm a female, if I feel like he's being hurt or he's being wrong, and we in a group setting, I may say some shit. I probably am going to say no make to it. I'm going to say something, right? If he checked him, he checked him. They need to be checked. He been watched all year long, really for 2 years, because this shit happened, I don't know when it happened, top of last year or something. He done watched y'all degrade, belittle, talk about, try to embarrass, humiliate, all kind of terms to his wife. So he was supposed to say something. He was supposed to say something. And if he got a little angry, he's human. Just like the pastor's human, right? So anyway, he implied that. He also implied that Gizelle's father. Now this is a man, he said he hasn't talked to in 10 years. So ever since you hurt Gizelle's heart, you have not talked to her father, asked for forgiveness, or apologized, anything, right? He said, he implied that her father was senile. He implied that. So, you know, but he had a way with his words. You have to listen. He had a way with his words, right? He was implying. There's a lot of implications, right? And he, you know, he was saying he's 83 years old and he wants his daughters to respect the grandfather and he's going to respect her father. You know, dude was really doing the most. I could not believe it might have been midnight, 11:30 at night or something. I'm looking at this like, what? Because he went live on Instagram. Now, mind you, I follow him, but, you know, a lot of times at night I just scroll around, you know, and don't really be paying attention. Not the pastor, right? Then, let me see what else. Oh, he said that Chris had CTE. Now, you know, CTE is something that, now this is what was bad, made it even, this right here, this statement, even though he implied a lot of stuff, this statement made it seem like they're really liars. Him and Gizelle are just really flat out liars, right? He said that Chris has been diagnosed with CTE. And CTE is an injury that you get, you know, from playing football or whatever. It's something that you get. But you can't diagnose it until the person is dead. You can't do a live diagnosis, right? So he really is as much as he could, he thought of some shit to say to be damning and damaging to these people, right? But the stuff that Monique said, we all know that you're a womanizer, this and that, we still loved you. But I don't know if he can come back from this stuff, right? I don't know. Hope he can. I don't know, right? He said the man had CTE. Now, if you look at little Jamal, and then you look at little Chris, now how do you think you know, now, but he did say that he'll never be on the show again. Now, that's what he said. He said a lot of stuff. Now, remember, he said a lot of stuff, right? Now, let's talk about what he didn't say, okay? Now, he did not one time, he talked about his kids. He talked about that woman that he was with. He tried to imply like he didn't want to be with the woman, so now she's reaching out to everybody and telling lies on him, blah blah blah. Another implication, right? I don't care nothing about all that stuff he was implying. If you my man, what he didn't say is the reason why we'd have a fallout. We'd have had a fallout as soon as I saw him. He never, ever, never mentioned Gizelle's name. He didn't say the mother of my kids, my ex-wife, I love her, that's my woman. You know what he did say? He said, I don't have a mistress. You have to have a wife to have a mistress. And, he was going round and round, and basically he was saying, him and Gizelle ain't together. Now then, like I told y'all before, if he did that to keep her with a storyline, okay, all right. You know what I mean? He was looking out for her. But the fact that he did not say, I love Gizelle, I don't like the way she's being portrayed. That's what my man should have said, right? I don't like the way she's being portrayed. I love her. We are in a committed relationship. Something. He said nothing. What he did is what narcissists do. Looked out for himself. He didn't mention this woman at all. Now, I don't know if she caught that. She might have been looked at it as my baby taking up, but he didn't mention her name. He talked about his daughters. He talked about that woman that he was in a relationship with a lot. Did not mention Gizelle's name. Did not. That's a problem for me. If I was Gizelle, that would be a big problem for me. Because you didn't mention me. It's like I don't even count. I don't even exist. Right? And I thought that to be very odd. He was cleaning himself up and threw her. Not only did he throw her under the bus, he drove the motherfucker up and rolled it back over again, right? He didn't, there was no care or concern for Gizelle whatsoever. None, right? Despite all the other stuff he said, that part right there, we'd have to have a whole come to Jesus moment about that, because he didn't mention her at all. And as a woman, see, this is why I'm single, right? I tie everything back into relationships. But this is why I'm single, because I want someone that genuinely cares for me during the good, the bad, and the ugly, right? Genuinely cares for me and genuinely gonna have my back. Because I'm gonna have yours. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna fight bricks, we're gonna do everything, right? He didn't mention her. He didn't mention her. Didn't say nothing about it. Didn't say, take it easy on my ex. I love my ex. She's the mother of my children. I care for her. Nothing. And then he got to talking about his kids are just teenagers and they're just acting like typical teenagers. Then I don't even, when I look at them, they look so uncomfortable when they're around him. Like, I remember one time they went to a dinner somewhere on a boat or something, right? They look so uncomfortable. They didn't look like daddy. Now, he said that they were daddy's girls through and through. That's what he said. Their behavior doesn't seem to be we daddy girls behavior, right? And they look so uncomfortable when they're around him. They look so uncomfortable when they're talking, when, Gizelle's talking about him. And this is what I want to know. Why, when they go see him, they got to stay in a hotel? So now, if you want to appear to be righteous and pure in front of your kids, I'm sure he has a very big house. Gizelle can stay in a room. The girls can stay in a room. Why must they go to a hotel? That's so unfamiliar. That's so impersonal, right? Anyway, he didn't mention Gizelle at all. Now, this is what made me upload the video. Because now the word on the street, now I don't know if people could be speculating. I'm not plugged into nobody. I'm just looking at it like everybody else looking at it. But I know church, like I told you, I'm a church girl. I know how church folks do, right? Now, they're saying that he may be fired from New Birth. Now, that's going to be unfortunate, right? But you can't keep having these scandals. He was having little baby fires. They put him out with the women. But from what I hear, he's messing with everybody. I don't know. But the fact, all that to the side, the fact that you went on live that was not pastoral related and gave some idle threats and did not protect the woman that you claim to be in a relationship with. That shows a lot about your character. Now, I've been watching him, like I said, for years. Now I'm trying to decide. I can't even look at him and take what he's saying. And he he speak good word. But I can't even look at him because all I see is, when he said, and this was the end, like he was ending it up, like, all right, niggas. He said, yeah, I live in Atlanta, but I'm from Baltimore. And the way he said it, I felt it and I ain't got nothing to do with it, right? So it's like, I don't know if this is somebody that you want in a leadership role at a church, right? Like I said, you have to be reverent. You have to be reverent. That means you have to be solid. Like I told you, in layman's terms, that means shut the fuck up. Some shit you just don't say and you just don't do. Even if you may be feeling it, right? So that's the word on the curb, that he may get fired from his job at New Birth. You know what I'm saying? Because New Birth, they've already had a couple scandals there. And then he's bringing us his shenanigans there. And I think because he's a man, they were probably willing to overlook the fact that he's messing with women and doing this and doing that. I think they were trying to overlook it. But the fact that you got on and for the world to see and said what you said, not a good look. That's not a good look for a pastor. You can't, who you gonna lead? And then, like I said, he got the deacon board. Now let me tell y'all something. For all y'all that don't go to church, the deacon board is the gospel gangsters. They the gospel gangsters. They run the house. Right? He got, they make a decision and hand it down. That's what it is, right? So, nobody wants anybody to lose their job. That's their coins. He got lots of kids. He got to take care of them. But sometimes people need to. So the lesson in all this is, y'all, sometimes you got to shut the fuck up. Period. Every fight ain't your fight. Sometimes you just got to shut up, right? Candace should have shut up. She wouldn't have got her hair pulled and her head banged. Right now, you see, you is 18 months later, you still crying and shit about that shit. And then if something do happen to you, you got to take it on the chin and say, I caused this to myself. Okay, let me move on, right? Because for real, that little baby episode is something that they all could have moved on from. But it has snowballed into what it is now. And now the husbands is involved, right? And now you got the church involved. The Churchhouse involved, right? So, I don't know where this is going to lead. I'm waiting for the reunion tomorrow so I can see the second part. I think they say that usually the husbands come on the third part. I thought it was the second part. I'm not sure. But I hope they come on tomorrow so I can see what Chris is saying. And if he says something, he's defending his wife. Y'all they done been jumping on her. They jumped her, literally. They jumped her all year, right? She came back with laser precision and blasted at Gizelle. That's what you get because you're the ringleader. You had to come for the head. Anytime you in a battle, you got to go for the head the rest of fall, right? So, I hope Pastor Jamaal Bryant can get it together. I hope, he'll learn a lesson from this. I don't know. I doubt it. Because anytime anybody get on there and talk like they talk, I'm talking about, listen, y'all. Shit he was saying, I was scared and I ain't got nothing to do with it, right? So, anyway, y'all, if you get a chance, because all the bloggers got excerpts or the full video, something. Or like, I haven't went to his Instagram, even though I do follow him, and see, he may have taken it down, I don't know. But at any rate, because, to me it felt like it was a little sneaky because he did it late at night. It was like about midnight or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. But anyway, y'all, when you get a chance, go see that debacle that's going on with preacher man Jamaal Bryant, okay? So anyway, y'all, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and drop down in the description box so that you can see all of my social media platforms, okay? All right, guys. I'll be talking to y'all tomorrow. Tomorrow, Monday, depending on how tired I am and how explosive the reunion is, right? But anyway, guys, stay safe, continue to wear your mask, and happy holidays.